Hey everyone, welcome new and old to my Trixks illustration art channel, and today I've got a special collab organised with ScribbleFix. Say hello!
Hello! How you doing?
Now ScribbleFix is a fellow artist here on YouTube who actually lives across the ditch from me in Australia. Her videos range from creating custom pop figures through to art supply reviews and a bunch of speed paints and art challenges. Now, while she has a bunch of content any Pokemon fan would lose their nut over, there's one particular series of videos I urge you guys to check out, and that is her Tea Dragon series. Mixing her love for tea and dragons, she designs dragons inspired by different teas like Earl Grey, Oolong, and Chamomile to name a few. I personally have no idea about teas myself. The idea sounds really out of the box, but ScribbleFix rocks it, so be sure to check those out when you can. Now, New Zealanders and Aussies have a bad habit of getting mistaken for each other, but I assure you guys there are plenty of differences between the two. You just gotta open your eyes and ears to them. So today, given our mutual love for animal and creature art, ScribbleFix and I plan to celebrate our differences by creating artworks based on each other's native animals. But we have something a bit more ambitious planned than a basic animal piece. Now, if you're new to my channel, then one thing you guys need to know right now is that I have a deep love for wolves. I mean, sure, I'm a sucker for animals in general, but wolves in particular hold a very special place in my heart. So today, ScribbleFix is going to challenge me to fuse with or create a brand new wolf inspired by a secret animal that is native only to Australia of her choosing. And I in turn have a native New Zealand animal that I will reveal on her channel that she will need to fuse with or create a dragon based on the animal I chose, given her renewed passion for creating dragons. So I only have a very basic knowledge of the animals in Australia, so the only well-known cliche kangaroo and koalas are immediately popping into my head. So this could either turn out really cute or really disturbing, I have no idea. I am at your total mercy, ScribbleFix, so hit me with your best shot.
Alright. Thanks for that lovely introduction. I really liked that. So basically, the animal that I chose for you, I'm glad that I picked it. I think you'll really like it, and it makes, I don't know, I sort of like try and imagine what you would create, and I think it would be pretty cool, but obviously that's up to you, but I think you'll do really good with this one. Did you want me to show it to you now?
Yes, please.
Sure. Ready?
Okay. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah. I thought it would be kind of interesting to try and merge that with a wolf. So
Oh wow.
I could think of like a dingo or something like that, but
Yeah.
I thought, nah, try and give you a bit of a challenge. I think it could go either way. Like you could get it to be like cute, or you could get it to be like sort of badass. So
Yeah, badass or just like creepy. Don't
Yeah.
touch it.
something spiky, possibly.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be some brainstorming with this.
Yeah.
Okay, well thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing your result, and hopefully you're looking forward to seeing mine.
Yeah.
So quickly moving on from my initial panic as to how the heck I was going to make a wolf hybrid with something so small and spiky, I did some rough sketches playing around with a basic wolf form with a few of the Echidna's more dominant features, like its spine back and long quirky nose and tongue. I played with the idea of a wolf with basically only the tip of its nose being very Echidna, kind of like a pig snout, and also with a mane of spikes, but I experimented with other features just to see what looked better. Given how much the spines cover the Echidna, you would mistake that the little creature doesn't have any ears at all. So I worked with the silhouette that removed the wolf ears, and I found I actually really liked that look. Then I also played with the idea of a longer and thinner snout, reminiscent of the Australian animal, just to push the hybrid factor a little more. And I found that shape worked better for the creature than just a random pig-like upturn to the nose. Then for a brief moment I also considered giving the final creature a short, stumpy body or thick-clawed feet like the Echidna, but those ideas quickly got the hell no after seeing them sketched out. With the design idea that got the most yeses in my mind, it was time to sketch out this creature for real. With a rule of thirds grid and a background of an Australian park filled with termite mounds to add context to the piece, I was inspired to sketch out an animal huddled close to the source of its food. Echidnas aren't very threatening when you first look at them, but mix their body that is built to protect themselves from predators with the aggressive look and nature of a wolf protecting its territory, and then you get one intimidating creature telling you to back away slowly. I wanted this Echidna wolf to come across as aggressive and protective as I could, pulling the focus that he is stalking around the termite mound as much as possible. Would sacrifice a full view of the animal design by doing that, but I wanted to push the story and the depth in the fore and mid-ground of the image as much as possible, but the important features remain strong in the end. Looking back, his snout could have been a bit thinner and longer, but I think it still looks more elongated than your average wolf, and the snarling teeth didn't look awkward as they might have done with a thinner muzzle. Trying my best to keep my sanity, I went with the line art and color route like my spider sonar video to make creating the spines a lot easier and quicker. Sure, it still took time to draw each one that I wanted to make visible, but it wasn't as intense or disastrous a process as it could have been had I attempted it in my digital painting style. Line art done, body hidden behind the termite mound where they needed to be, I went with a color palette reminiscent of the echidna, especially on the spikes to make the connection with the little animal more evident. But I also tried to work in a little color variation that was more like a wolf's coat, lightening up the muzzle, belly, and around the eyes that really made him turn out great and more natural looking. Taking into account where the most sun was hitting the original image, I slapped on a multiply shadow layer over the entire body and erased where the light would hit him the most from there. Sometimes I just find that process easier than building the shadows up from scratch. Also taking into account the environment around him at every step, I made sure to adjust the hue of the shadow to match the warm tone of the landscape, and especially the termite mound that he's pressed up against. I wanted him to fit into the environment as seamlessly as a 2D drawing could in a photograph, so color matching tones was important. Building up the depth in shadow and also punching in some light with an overlay layer of yellow, I made sure that his features pop, especially the important ones like his curled lip, wrinkled nose, and hard staring eye, and he came out gorgeous. Intimidating, but gorgeous. Once he was done, I did make sure to push his presence into the image a little more by building up his cast shadow in the grass and termite mound, but I also made sure to let some of the tall wisps and flattened clumps of grass overlap his tail and legs. Then with that, I added a bit more depth of field, blurring out the background of the trees to draw more focus on the echidna wolf and his suit as the only thing you guys should be paying attention to. Topping it all off with a bit of color balance adjustment to settle everything together and a lens flare cast from the sun off to the side, he was all finished and ready to reveal. I'm ready to reveal my piece after I can't remember how long it took to make this, but here we go. Ready to meet the echidna wolf?
Yep.
Boom.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I love how you did like the sort of realistic like background and then the digital painting of the wolf. That looks really cool.
Yeah. I came across like in my like searching for echidna kind of things, an image of I think it was called a termite mound. And I was just like, oh, that's actually, I could actually make something really fun with that. So it's like the food source of the echidna is kind of like the food source of the echidna wolf. So he's kind of like prowling around it and it's just like, back off, this is my food.
Yeah, he looks really cool. He looks like badass. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun drawing him. I mean, the quills kind of freaked me out originally, but it's just like, okay, I can make this work.
Yeah. I love how you got him in that sort of pose with the sort of angry looking face. I think it looks really cool.
Awesome. Glad you like it.
I love it.
Awesome. Oh, this was so much fun.
Yeah, I love this. It was a lot of fun to do. That's why I like doing the collabs a lot, because it makes me draw something very different.
Yeah, it forces you to like think outside your comfort zone.
Exactly. And I'm glad I did this. So.
Yeah, totally. Like mixing a spiky echidna with a wolf, I would have been like, what? Why did that even pop into my head? Why was that even a thought? Why am I going to do this to myself?
Yeah, for sure.
But it turned out awesome.
Thank you. I love yours. I think it turned out really cool.
Yeah, it was so cool. Oh, this was so much fun. So if you haven't already, head over to ScribbleFix's channel to check out her video where she merges a kiwi with a dragon. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos here on Trixks Illustration. Thanks for watching, everyone. for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button or leave a comment below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. I upload every fortnight, and feel free to check out some of my other videos in the meantime. See ya!